Hi, my name is Rebecca Thorne, and this is your weekly spark. And my goal for the weekly spark is to give you support during these really challenging times and kind of, weather the storms where they come up for you. So this week it's really exciting because Saturday, Venus went direct. And while she was in retrograde, it was about revision, rewriting, realigning something in your life. And so Venus is the planet of love, right? Love for yourself, love in your relationships. So think about it that way. So let me ask you a question. In 2017, what were you doing at the beginning part of that year? And if you're like me, I'm like, I start maybe figuring my kids' ages out at that time, and then I just go to my phone and try to go back and see what I was doing and go from there. And so you may want to pause. And so go back, figure out, think about what you were doing that part of 2017, because that's the last time Venus was in this energetic space that she's in now. And it's a really powerful space every 8 years. So you just keep going back 8 years and you can kind of look for some patterns, right? Some energetic patterns. Some may be really strong and some might be mild. It's a little bit different for everybody and where she falls. But basically, whatever was happening in 2017 might give you a flavor of what to expect now, because you've already been through the retrograde with her, which means you've been doing that recalculating, that revisiting, that releasing, that kind of thing. And so now it's time to step in to that energy, that higher vibrational energy of love, around whatever it is going on for you that you want to step into. And so all of my weekly sparks, all of my work is about you connecting into you and you honoring you. And so for me, in 2017, at the beginning of the year, that's when I said, I am done dating. I am done trying to figure out and find my person. I really would love to find my person, but the online dating wasn't great, and it was confusing because somebody would seem great and then I would meet them, or then I decided, okay, I'll talk to them on the phone first and they seem great, and then I go meet them and the energies just didn't match up, and I just got tired of it. And I was doing a lot of things at that time. I was building my business. I was really training and really getting clear on myself and how to help my clients. And so that meant I went to continually go to neuroemotional technique workshops. And then I also went to a soul detective training, which is another form of work that, I've incorporated. And I was having a great time with my friends and my girlfriends. And so I decided, you know what? I'm done looking for my person. Like, I'm okay. I got to a point where I was like, I'm okay not having that person the rest of my life, because I have a great life right now. And what happened was, as that time passed, in July, I met my husband. And it was really amazing. And I'll tell you that story another time. So this time around, what I think is happening for me is I've spent all these years working on relationships, all different facets of relationships, and honing my craft, so to speak, as an intuitive professional healer, I guess. I don't really know. There's a lot of names for it. And so now I'm building my business. So last year I said, all right, I'm going to build my business. I'm going to do this thing, right? And so I tried to do all the things that people tell you to do that work, getting on Instagram, getting on LinkedIn, building a program, all these things. And I learned a lot from that experience. But earlier this year, maybe in the last few weeks, the last month, I decided I'm done. Like, oh, excuse me. Olivia thinks there's somebody here. And I got to a point, Olivia, and I got to a point where I was, Olivia, shh, sorry. And I got to a point where I just went, it's not working for me. I'm not getting enough visibility. I'm not reaching the people I want to reach. I tried to do it the way I thought I was supposed to do it. And so right now, I am very much in the process of that same idea of, you know what? I don't need that. I don't have to have someone. So in my business, I don't have to do it this way. It's not working for me. Dating and figuring out and trying to find my person the way people were doing it, that didn't work for me either. And so I really feel in the last few weeks, especially, I have stepped in and realign, and I'm going to show up a lot differently. That's where these weekly sparks are coming in. So, what's going on for you? What are you stepping into? And, I just want to encourage you that as things are challenging and the things are crumbling and changing, and there's really good stuff going on too. And that's the point. So, as long as you hold space as best you can at that higher level, that's where the change is coming in. That you're sending that higher energy out to people, and it may not feel like you're doing enough, or that it may not feel like you're part of the solution, but just take a breath. You are. I assure you that everybody holding higher space and sharing that around them, you are part of the solution. So if you're called to go to protest, go to protest. If you're called to just, if you feel like everything's going great, great. Go with it. Like, trust yourself. The most important thing is go within yourself. So I would love to hear what was going on in 2017 and what's going on now. What is that energy that Venus is bringing to you, right? Because it's there, it's in your heart, it's your inner connection, it's your knowingness. Like, step into that. And I heard somebody say today, I listened to some different astrologers and stuff, and somebody said we have access to this energy through January of next year. So we'll see. But anyway, have a great week. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.